Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like what you are seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below at some point during this video so that you get to see all of the videos that I upload. Today we are going to be doing a flawless complexion and a foxy eye. It's a trend that's going on right now. A very lifted kind of angled kind of smoky liner thing going on is the foxy eye look. It just gives a really elongated lifted eye look. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look here, then just keep on watching. I went ahead and prepped with my skincare already. That was just my eye cream and my moisturizer. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with a primer. Today I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Primer. This guy just blurs lines and pores so that your foundation lays a little more evenly over top. You just need like a pea-sized amount of this guy. A little bit goes a really long way with it. And I always put it in the center of my face first where I have like the biggest pores. And then I kind of spread it out from there. For foundation today, I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in shade NW13. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and press that into my skin. I am going to take a little bit of this foundation under the eye, just whatever's left over on my sponge. Normally I just wait and put concealer under there, but I'm looking a little extra tired today, so I'm going to take advantage of this foundation coverage right now and just put a little bit under the eye. I do take it onto the eyelid as well here. For concealer today, I'm going to take my Juvia's Place I Am a Magic concealer, and this is in shade 22. I like this concealer because they have a ton of shades and they go very, very dark to very, very light. So a shade for everybody. You can definitely find your shade, and it's great coverage as well. And I'm just going to take that under the eye here. I'm going to take a decent amount. Then we're going to take whatever is left over around the rest of the face. I'm going to take that same sponge, just with the pointy side here, and blend this baby out. We are taking it all the way up the side of the nose, even down here, kind of to the tops of the cheekbones too. All the way up to the temple and even around this brow a little bit. And up onto the lid, of course, too. We want everything to be bright and even. And anything left over I'll take onto the chin, or the nose, or the forehead too. To set my under eyes, I'm going to take my Lancome Long Time No Shine Translucent Setting Powder. This is just an e.l.f. blush brush, super, super cheap, but I really like it for the under eye. And I just press that powder into the skin. I don't really like to rub because I find that it can move product around that you've already placed down. So I just press it in, careful not to disrupt anything we've already laid down. To set my foundation today, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in shade 110. I kind of go between 110 and 120, but this is my favorite drugstore face powder. It gives good coverage and it makes your makeup last all day. Again, I'm just pressing this into the skin. For bronzer today, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Tawny. This is a nice warm shade. It gives you that kind of warm bronze. And I'm just going to take a little duo fiber brush, and I like to apply bronzer with this because it doesn't apply too much product at one time. Although I am a little bit more heavy-handed than probably most of y'all out there, but it blends itself out kind of as it goes as well, which is really, really nice. And I always take it on the cheeks here and up onto the forehead. I always take it under the chin and jawline as well. And my trick is I take it down here, back here on the neck, and kind of work it into the neck here too. Just so everything really blends together. You're not looking really pale on the neck when your face is bronzed. We want everything to mesh really well together. To define my cheekbones and my contour a little bit further, I'm going to take a more cool tone contour shade. I'm going to go ahead and take Hoola from Benefit. Mine is going to be from a palette today. This is their Cheek Leaders palette. This is the Bronze Squad version. I don't believe they sell this anymore, but I know they sell several palettes with Hoola inside and with a few other shades that are in here too. So, and I really don't mind this brush that it comes with. It really does give a nice chiseled look. So I'm going to go ahead and use that today. And I am just going to take it right here along the cheekbones. Kind of blend that out. I always blend upward, never really down, just to keep that cheekbone nice and high and lifted. I do take some around here too. Now I'm going to take the very edge of a precise thin brush here, and I'm going to contour my nose with that same Hoola shade from Benefit. Woo! Got a little out of hand in it. Okay, this looks crazy, but you can always blend it away, don't worry. Okay, now that looks better, see? For blush today, I'm just going to take MAC Melba Blush, super popular blush shade. It's just a nice peachy pink. And I take that right above the contour and bronzer and just blend it all in together. And I do take it even up almost onto the temple here, and I do like to take it down onto the apple of the cheek here too. So I kind of take it all the way like this, just to kind of wrap it around that brow bone a little bit. I do take a bit on the nose as well, just to kind of even everything out a little bit. I like to take a dry Real Technique sponge and use that same Maybelline Fit Me powder and just bake with it. So what that means is I'm going to take that powder and just run it underneath where I laid down that contour and bronzer. And we're just going to let it sit there for a little bit. I let it sit while I do my eyes. I let it sit for a really long time. And then I dust away and kind of blend it out once I am done with the rest of my makeup. So we will let it sit there for a little bit, but I take it under the cheekbones here. I also take it along the edges of my nose here, just to sharpen that contour, and I take any extra under the eye just to brighten that area up even more. I know that's a lot of powder under the eye, and I agree with you, but I like that really bright lifted look, and thankfully my under eyes aren't too dry, so I can get away with it. But if your under eyes are super dry, I wouldn't recommend using this much powder at all. I would say stop at setting your concealer. Don't go in with this step underneath. Any extra up here and down here. I know it looks crazy, but like I said, we're going to dust it off and blend it away in a little bit. For highlighter today, we are going to go in with my absolute favorite at the moment, which is Cookie from Benefit Cosmetics. I just take that right on the tippy tops of my cheekbones, and I like to kind of hug the apples of my cheeks here too. And as I did with that blush earlier, I like to take a little bit wrapped around the brow here to kind of lift this area up too. I always take a bit on the forehead, kind of above where that arch of the brow is. And I always take some on the chin as well. I know this is super glowy, but I live for the glow. If you don't want this much glow, you literally don't need this much product at all. You just need a tiny bit of this if you just want a subtle glow. But I like this highlighter because it can get really, really intense. So if you like that crazy glow, then this highlighter is for you. And I take my finger and do a bit on my nose. I put a little dot on the end, and then I kind of go up the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera to save a little bit of time. If you guys want a brow routine, please let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up, let me know you want more videos, and then comment down below that you would like a brow routine. However you want to let me know is fine. I just need to know that you guys would like to see it. So let me know if you want to see an updated brow routine, but I'm going to go ahead and do them off camera, and I will be right back for the eyes. To get started, we are going to go into this middle shade in this Natasha Denona 5-pan Camel palette here. And we're going to start with the lightest shade and kind of go like lightest to darkest here in our crease. And I'm just taking that on a big fluffy crease brush. Again, starting with that middle shade. And we are just gonna buff this into the crease and take it and kind of buff it out above the crease as well. I'm gonna go in with a clean fluffy brush and just kind of go over that to buff it out even more. I got way more on this side here. We're gonna go in with more on this side here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and deepen that up with this next darkest shade on the end here. We're gonna take a slightly smaller brush here and just place that on the outer corner and deeper into the crease here. We're not gonna take it as far up as we took that first shade. We're gonna focus this more precisely in the crease here. We're gonna blend it out a little bit on the outer corner here, but keeping it pretty low. Next, to create that kind of winged out smoky liner look, we're going to take this darkest brown right here on the other end of the palette. We're going to take a liner brush and kind of create a shadow liner here. We're going to start like we do our liner every time on the outer corner here and kind of wing it out. I went pretty far. You can take it as far as you want. You can make it like a little baby wing, but I'm going to make it a pretty long wing. I am going to go ahead and connect it like I would a normal wing, but I'm not going to worry about being too precise because it's just going to be smoked out here at the top. So I'm kind of blending it with this brush, but obviously it's not the best blending brush. So let me take that brush we took before and kind of just run it along there. The point of this liner here is to create a really kind of a lifted eye, kind of an upward slant here going on. So your eye looks really lifted and snatched, you know what I mean? And I'm not taking that liner all the way across my lash line. I'm just gonna kind of take it in like a third of the way here and smoke that out. This one is longer than this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and even it out a little bit. Take that out a little farther. And then I'm gonna blend a little bit more here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little pencil brush and take that same dark brown shade and just smoke this out even further. And take that kind of into the makeup we've already got going on here, the eyeshadow, sorry. And I'm gonna go in with that brush, that second brush we used earlier, and kind of go over all this just to buff it out. It was looking a little uneven there. I'm going to take a little bit more of that brown on this liner brush and kind of deepen it up here. Same pencil brush, and we're going to deepen up this outer corner with that dark brown. And we can take that into the crease a little bit here too, but not too far, just like maybe halfway. And we're going to blend up here too. I'm going to take that same brush from earlier and I'm going to take that first and second shade actually and kind of go along the outskirts here just to blend that out. See, that made a huge difference. It's all about like the back and forth. You're not going to get it like right off the bat. You need to kind of go back and forth, add a little bit more, blend it, add a little bit more, blend it, see where you're at, that sort of thing. That just smoked it out quite a bit and I'm really liking how that's looking. I'm going to take that pencil brush and deepen this outer corner. Go into the crease a little bit too. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other eye, which is take those first two shades on that middle blending brush and just go right above everything and make sure it's smoked out like I want it. I'm going to take a little bit more on this inner corner here too, just so everything's even. Next, I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just go over everything to make sure it's nice and blended. For the lid shade, I'm going to keep it light and bright and just take this nice bright shimmery shade right here in the palette on a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to take that on the lid here. I'm not going to be too precise with it. And the last step to the kind of upper lid here, we're going to throw a little bit of shadow on the lower lash line. But the last step to up here is going to be taking a little bit of concealer on a concealer brush and just cleaning up the edges of our little foxy eye. See how nice and sharp that became there? You can keep it nice and soft here, but I like it really sharp and just cut. I just like that look, but everybody's different, so feel free to do what you like here. You don't have to do this step. I'm going to take that pencil brush from before and just mix the first two shades and throw them on the lower lash line here, just to give it a little bit of color. I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and put it on the lower lash line. This is just going to open up the eye and make it look nice and bright and awake. To prep for false lashes, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and do a little bit of mascara. I'm going to take Lancome Definistils mascara on the upper lashes just to give them a nice light coat. This mascara is not too thick, so I like it underneath my false lashes because it kind of helps them just blend into my false lashes really nicely. And of course I got it everywhere. I will clean that up in a second. For lower lashes, I like something with a little bit more volume, so I'm going to take my Lash Princess mascara from Essence. This guy gives great length and volume, so we're going to use that on the lower lashes today. For lashes today, I'm going to take my Ardell Remy lashes in the number 778. I really like these lashes because they have an invisible band and they're just nice and natural looking, really kind of like wispy and natural looking. On to the lips now. For liner, I'm going to be using this nude liner from Lancome. It is one of my favorite shades right now. It just creates a really nice full lip on me because it's a little bit darker than my natural lip, well, quite a bit darker than my natural lip color. I do overline my lips, especially my top lip, just because I feel like it doesn't quite match the volume of my bottom lip, so I make the top one a little bit fuller and then I just kind of line the bottom lip normally. I mean, I do overline a little bit on the bottom, but mostly on the top here. I kind of like to ombre the liner in a little bit by flicking it and fading it in. For lipstick today, I'm going to take my Lancome 250 Beige Mirage lipstick. It's lighter than this liner, so it's going to keep that kind of plump, full, voluminous look that is really in style, and I really like it too. It just looks really nice. And I go over the liner a bit to blend it too. Now we are going to take a clean contour brush and kind of clean up that baking that we did. We're just going to blend it out here and on the nose where we had all of that going on. Today we are going to set our face with our iconic London Water Mist Glow. I like this because it gives a nice dewy finish and kind of rehydrates the face. If you're oily, you may not like it, but if you are dry and normal, I think you will really enjoy this. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face with it. I forgot to mention that the mister is really nice on this too, and that's a big thing for me. If it gives water droplets or an uneven spritz, I am not about it, so that is another reason I like this guy. It gives a nice even spray. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I thank you guys so much for watching and being here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you're notified every single time that I upload. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.